Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't noticed already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Coming in from Bounding Into Comics, there's rumor out there saying that James Gunn is seeking a black actor for Apex Lex Luthor in Superman Legacy. Now, a lot of people have already tuned out to the fact that James Gunn is having his own version based on the kind of comic book adaptations from the DC Universe comics that he was going to make the movies and shows from. Okay, so says here that Superman hasn't been cast yet for the reboot of James Gunn is. Superman hasn't been cast yet for the reboot James Gunn is writing and directing, but we are getting the idea of his criteria regarding Superman Legacy, and not just for the Man of Steel. Reports are coming in claiming that to have a lead on what Gunn is looking for with respect to the Kryptonians' arch nemesis. Says here that the rap is circulating a story that the movie's villain is being called Apex. Internally, and James Gunn is seeking a black actor for the role. But that's not all. Gunn and DC could be performing some subterfuge, and Apex might simply be a code name for somebody else. Not only is it alleged Gunn will race bend Lex, but he is also going to supposedly power him up to raise the stakes, as Lex Luthor yet again becomes one of the main characters in the Superman movie. If this is true, then James Gunn is giving black people breadcrumbs. That's all it is. Should have known. He came from Disney. Now he's starting to make a Disney move. You know? But moving along. Says here, things get interesting as Deadline author Justin Kroll, in his reporting of the Superman Legacy casting rumor, takes to social media to provide additional information pertaining to the casting choice of Lex Luthor, saying here, one thing not mentioned while they have been taking submissions for the Lex Luthor role. So sources tell me Gunn has been talking to one of his guardians for the part. Claimed Kroll, adding, sounds like it's probably not happening, but there certainly were discussions during the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 press tour. He was also on Twitter saying, my own story for the Superman Legacy audition process, saying here also, one thing I mentioned, well, this was what I read earlier, says here, in the hours preceding Kroll's article, however, Gunn had already addressed the many rumors surrounding his Superman project, reiterating that he is simply not commenting for the audition process. Says in the tweet, for all of you asking, I will never comment on who is or isn't auditioning for a role. That's the actor's business only, and it isn't something I'd make public unless they did it first after the fact, like Glenn Howerton or Zachary Levi having auditioned for Star-Lord and being top choices. For now, only one person has been cast in Superman Legacy, and it isn't any of the regular players in the Superman world. All right, I'm trying to hold my composure. During the year of the villain, Luthor became the Apex Predator, dubbed Apex Lex, when he was granted Martian powers by Perpetua to defeat the Justice League. Gunn could derive inspiration from this concept, although unless he is going to feature or openly reference Martian Manhunter, he would have to rework it, but first he has to cast his Lex. So the thing is, all of this is just rumor and speculation because of the fact that, like we saw it before, James Gunn said that if it's not coming from him, like as an announcement, then it's not true. All right, so this is just rumor, speculation. All right, but I'm still like not trusting the work, and I'm still like, I'll give it a chance, but I'm not going to be heavily invested in it. All right. Because it seems to me I got a bad feeling about this, a bad feeling like it may be woke or it might be not good enough. You know, yeah, I mean, after all, it's based on the works that a lot of people feel that this from the comics didn't work. You know, there's some serious competition too, depending on what site you read or what outlet you consult. Rhinefeld actor Nicholas Hoult is considered the leading candidate for Lex, and David Corenswet is back in the running for Supes. How others, however, say Holt is closer to gaining the cape. That's intriguing when he also got the role of Batman over Pattinson. At 33, Holt is younger than Henry Cavill, which is one demand Gunn has. But Corn Sweet 29 has both Brits beat. Known for the 2022 thriller Pearl and House of Cards, Corn Sweat was first rumored to be up for Superman when J.J. Abrams was hovering over a reboot aside from his and Ta-Nehisi Coates' Elseworlds treatment. I'm done with DC. David Zaslav, I love you, but I think you made a huge mistake in choosing James Gunn to run the DCU. This is what happens when you have a CEO who knows nothing about superhero genre. This is what happens when you have a CEO who is good with business but doesn't really know anything related to geek culture. I mean, I can understand you want the company to make back the money that it lost, but this may not be the way it goes to go about it, you know? But I mean, hey, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's really good. But because of the fact that you got a lot of people you got to appease, like saying, you know, you're not going to please everybody is not going to cut it. In order to break even, you're going to have to go ahead and also convince the Snyderverse fans to come back. If you can't convince them, then you're going to be in trouble. The franchise is going to be in trouble. Okay? And the superhero genre as a whole will be desolate. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Do you think that this rumor is true? Do you think that it's like something's really stupid, or how do you feel about the whole DCU coming together like this? What are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to be the next Superman? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, be sure to comment any additional thoughts that I didn't share on this particular topic in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed what I shared in this video, smash the like button, share far and wide across social media. And if you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.